if you are in Delhi, you must be experiencing something in the air. You must be feeling a sense of itch in your throat. You must be coughing every now and then. Sometimes your eye also must be burning. Why do you think that's happening? Because the air in Delhi is so toxic. Let me take you through some visuals. These are visuals of the Anand Vihar terminal. Why is it so hazy? Just take a look. Look at the way this is a normal frame that is coming in from the Anand Vihar terminal in Delhi. It's smoggy because Delhi's air quality is worsening. Some more pictures coming in from this morning. A normal top angle shot coming in. Look at this. There is smog. The entire area covered in haze, and this is Akshardham. Can you make out what I'm showing you? This is one area in the national capital, and look at the kind of, this is the Akshardham temple. Can you even make out what it's looking like? These are the iconic monuments or iconic landmarks in the capital where they seem to be disappearing. Why is that happening? It's because of the toxic air quality. Let's show you some more pictures that are now coming in. Now, this is the Anand Vihar area, the Akshardham area, and India Gate. Let me take you through the pictures once again. India Gate, can you even recognize what you're looking at? Because of the smog and the haze, in the morning, where it is supposed to be clear, the India Gate looks like this, and there are runners who go there every day. And just imagine the kind of health risk that they must be undergoing at this point of time. Now, let's take a look at Akshardham. Can you make out what this is? You must be thinking this is possibly a hazy screen. No, this is the Akshardham area, and we can't even make out what we are seeing behind this smog. And this is Anand Vihar. Again, we are trying to get you a picture of the morning time, but it seems like this is the evening. But this is what Delhi looks like today. Why is the air quality worsening, and what are politicians doing to help you? Why is Diwali so smoggy? This is the festive season. Let's get you this report filed by my colleague, who's getting you more of a ground perspective of what the city currently is looking like because of the toxic air quality index.
As the Diwali week has started, there is no respite in terms of air pollution for the Delhiites, as today on Monday morning, as per the data which is being given by the Sameer app of Central Pollution Control Board, the AQI stands at 328, which still comes under the very poor category. And right now we are standing at the Anand Vihar location, where I would also like to show you that the air quality index is currently at 357. This is the bulletin which is being released by the Central Pollution Control Board at 7 a.m. in the morning, and you can see behind me as well that these are the visuals from Anand Vihar area of the national capital, as there is smog which has been engulfed in the environment of the national capital. There is a continuous increase in the air pollution levels, and we can only see that a continuous blame game is also being played on the part of the political parties. There is no solution, there is no resolve which has been done by the political parties regarding this entire matter, and for that reason now it is the common man who is suffering due to this. However, there is still a better condition as compared to the last 2 days, as we had seen that how the levels of AQI had been continuously on rise from the last 2 days because of the unfavorable wind conditions in the national capital. But today the AQI is still better, as it is still in the very poor category.
So what's the situation like this morning? Getting in Pratibha, who's joining us from the newsroom, to get us a sense of what the AQI levels are looking at. And we also have Mohit joining us. He's there, I think, at the Kartavya Path. Every day he's been getting you reports from there to get you a sense of what the marathon runners have to go through this morning, when they go out to take their runs, and what is the AQI level they're looking like. Pratibha, first up, take us through what the AQI levels are looking like this morning.
Well, unhealthy, severe, and these are some of the numbers that you're seeing on the screens here, Sagrika. Every year, same story this time around as well. If we look at the air quality index, this is across Delhi, and look at the numbers here from 274, 194 and 285. It's extremely high in all of these areas, and some of the places including Munka, it is in hazardous category. This is at 410. That's where the AQI levels are currently at. So it's extremely unhealthy. It's in the hazardous category. category, and this is early in the morning. It's only going to progress further into much worse air quality. And look at some of the other places around as well. Here as well, as I click on it, it's going to show you what the situation is like. This is in Sri Aurobindo Marg. It's in very unhealthy category. It is at 200. Similarly, in RK Puram as well, the situation remains extremely bad. It is in the very unhealthy category with an AQI of 249. And look at it, in the past 2 days as well, it's at that category all around. If you just look at this map here, it will show you that every single place in and around the national capital has air quality being extremely bad. In some places going up to even 410 and even 437 in some places.
If you could also take us through those areas where the AQI has breached the 430 mark, Pratibha, because this seems to be quite alarming, especially for Delhiites who are gearing up for Diwali. The atmosphere is supposed to be very festive, but what do they get? This is smoggy air, frothy lakes. But take us through those areas where the AQI has breached 400, just to get a viewers a sense of what these areas are looking like this morning.
Okay, all right. Take a look at this, Sagrika. If I just click on this, it's going to show me the places. Mundka, like I just mentioned, is one of the places that has the category in Hazardous category 437. So it's breached the 400 mark category already. It's in Hazardous. Just a little further from there, if you come here, it is the National Institute of Malaria Research in this area as well. The category, look at that, it's in Hazardous category and at 449. So a lot of these areas around are similar. It shows different numbers from 437 in some areas and in the 300 mark as well. This is around Narela area in the national capital where it has again breached the 300 mark here as well. So in the Hazardous category in these particular locations.
So imagine in areas like Mundka in the national capital, the air quality has reached the hazardous state. And let's also now go across to Mohit, who's getting us a live report from Kartavya Path. Mohit, you've been going there every day, and we also have Sabyasachi joining us. Get us a sense of what you're seeing around you. You've been there every morning. Anybody who goes out early in the morning complains about not feeling okay about the air they are breathing. There are also complaints of people coughing, itchy throat, burning sensation in the eye. So tell us what you're seeing around you this morning, Mohit.
Well, perhaps that is why we don't see the morning walkers, the joggers who usually come on the Kartavya Path. They are completely absent, given the fact that how exactly the air quality in Delhi has completely turned into toxic. Now, I'll ask my camera person to just pan on these visuals, because every single person in Delhi or throughout the country need to see these visuals. You can see a thick layer of smog has engulfed the whole area of national capital. But these are the visuals from central Delhi, where there is not much of traffic. There is a lush green area, it's a VVIP area, but still we see that how air quality index over here, and I am reading it from the government data, that the air quality in this particular area is very unhealthy, and it has crossed the mark of 270, which is very, very unhealthy. Now on my left side is India Gate. I'll ask my camera person Amil to show these visuals. You can, when you come on here on a usual day, normal day, you can easily see the India Gate over there, but as of now you can barely see India Gate due to the smog that has engulfed the whole area. Now you can imagine if the situation over here in a central Delhi VVIP area where all the senior officials, ministers live, you can imagine what will be happening on the outer areas of Delhi where there is so much of traffic, the roads are not that good. So clearly we see that how exactly every year it's the same story, and this just 2 days before Diwali, people want to celebrate, they want to go out with their families, but look at this, people are completely missing from this area. They're not coming out to walk, they're not coming out to spend time with their family, given the fact that how unhealthy the air of Delhi has become. Now the experts have also stated that the people specifically elderly and children should not go out in early morning or in the evening, given the fact they can contract the airborne diseases, and hence people are not going out. But every day it's a similar story. All we see is blame game.
Mohit, that is why we must also remember what the CJI said recently while making an oral observation. He said that I've stopped going out on morning walks, and like Mohit has been getting you that picture, it's around 9:10 in the morning, and he's trying to get you a picture of the India Gate. But what do you see? Just smog engulfing the entire area. We also have Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi, before I come to you, let's show our viewers some pictures that we are going to now take you through. This is the Yamuna. And just look at the condition of Yamuna. Also remember, this is also that time of the year where there are women who are going to come out and who are going to, offer their prayers at Yamuna because of the festival of Chhath. Recently, the Delhi BJP chief took a dip in this toxic Yamuna and we heard that he had to be hospitalized. Look at the condition of the river. It's frothy. Everywhere you see, this is a drone shot of the Yamuna. All you can see is this a froth blanket covering Yamuna completely. Take a look. These are multiple pictures we are showing you of what, and this is also from the Kalindi Kunj area. The images that we are getting to you is of the condition of a poisonous lake, like many would want to call it. Now let me go across to Sabyasachi, who's joining us. Let's go across to Sabyasachi to get a sense of the solutions, because there's a lot of blame game and no solution. What are people saying? Let's listen in and then let's go to Sabyasachi, who will get us a reality check of the solutions that are now in place.
दिल्ली में तो बहुत प्रदूषण है, सांस नहीं लिया जा रहा। 4 दिन से मैं जहाँ बीमार हूँ ज़्यादा प्रदूषण की वजह से ही सांस आने में इतनी दिक्कत हो रही है कि खांसी हो रही है। हाँ, तो बच्चे मेरे यहाँ रहते हैं दिल्ली में, तो लोकपुरी, इनके पास आया था कि 10-5 दिन रहूँगा दिवाली सब।
And like we've been telling you, there's smog, there are frothy lakes, there are people who are complaining of ill health. But when it comes to the politics, what's happening? There's only blame game. The Aam Aadmi Party government is blaming the BJP. The BJP is blaming the Aam Aadmi Party government. Let's listen into what the AAP government has to say. What are the measures in place to help ease your suffering?
आगामी जो 15 दिन है वो पूरे उत्तर भारत के लिए काफ़ी क्रूशियल है। इसलिए आगामी 15 दिनों में सरकार की तरफ से हमारी कोशिश है कि सभी प्रदूषण नियंत्रण की गतिविधियों को तेज किया जाए। साथ ही साथ कल केंद्रीय कृषि मंत्री, केंद्रीय पर्यावरण मंत्री और पंजाब, हरियाणा, उत्तर प्रदेश के मंत्रियों के साथ जो संयुक्त बैठक हुई थी, उसमें भी हमने निवेदन किया कि इन सभी सरकारों को अगले 15 दिन रात मॉनिटरिंग की जरूरत है, सक्रियता की जरूरत है।
And let's get you a latest update that's coming in, and this is data from the Indian Agricultural Research Institute, which is the IARI. Now the total fire count till October 27th, here we are talking about farm fires, this is at 5,320. What does this mean? Let's get Pratibha, who's going to get us more perspective. Pratibha, first of all, take us through the data, because farm fires too is one of the reasons why the AQI levels also plummet. What more data does this agency show at this point of time?
So, Sagrika, the air quality has worsened, and one of the major contributors around this time of the year to the air quality is the farm fires, and there have been a lot of efforts that have been taken to bring them down. There's a lot of blame game as well. Remember, the Aam Aadmi Party government continuing to say that the BJP ruled states have more farm fires. Let's show the data to our viewers. Look at the numbers, very, very alarming. The fire count is 5,320, like you pointed out, that many number of farm fires that have been reported, and these are from 6 states: Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. And let's look at the numbers here, and it shows you which is the biggest contributor to these farm fires, that is decreasing the quality of air in the national capital. In Rajasthan, it's just over 500, in Haryana just over 700, in Uttar Pradesh it is 897, and in MP it is 1169, whereas Punjab, one of the biggest contributors to declining air quality in the national capital, this year as well, 1,983 fire count from Punjab. So this is alarming. This is one of the major flashpoints in the political war amid the toxic air in the national capital as well. This time around, almost touching 2,000. The total fire count being 5,320 from these 6 states. And that's one of the biggest reasons why the politics around it also revolves around where the fires are coming from, why the quality of air in the national capital continues to decrease.
Numbers don't lie, right, Pratibha? Because right now we just heard what Gopal Rai said. They said we're going to talk to ministers from neighboring states. But will the Aam Aadmi Party talk about what its own government in the state of Punjab is doing? Are measures in place to ensure that, like they say, Parali, which is one of the major contributors to air pollution, are measures in place in Punjab to handle the problem of parali? Let's go across to Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi, thank you for waiting on. You also have been getting us reports from the ground to get us a sense of what Delhi is looking like each morning, what people have to say because of the plummeting air quality index. But let's talk about the solutions and the politics that's playing out. The Aam Aadmi Party says they have their GRAP measures in place, but there's no solution in sight because the Aam Aadmi every day is suffering.
Well, that's right. See, it's the Aam Aadmi of the national capital who have to continuously suffer because of the rise in the pollution level. We are reporting from the central Delhi area. You can see it's been past 9, but still thick smog is covering the entire national capital area. Now, on the other hand, the number do not lie, definitely. And Gopal Rai, the Environment Minister of the national capital, he in fact given a clean sheet to the state of Punjab, stating that since 2022, where around 5,000 cases of stubble burning were reported from the state of Punjab, now in 2024 it has come down to 1,500. And stubble burning cases in the neighboring states of Uttar Pradesh as well as in Haryana is rising. And this is what Gopal Rai had mentioned in the meeting which had taken place between the Environment Minister of the national capital Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Union Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Bhupinder Singh Yadav.
Right.
Now, in that particular meeting, Mr. Gopal Rai had given a clean sheet to the state of Punjab, but continuously the people of the national capital year after year have to breathe in this toxic air without any sort of concrete measures
When
where
it comes
the
to the
government...
problem of pollution, can politics take precedence over people's health? We are going to keep a strong focus on that story. We'll be getting you live reports throughout the day. Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned. Time now for us to slip